Hello, and welcome to Swan Travel, where we give seniors and people with mobility challenges the tips and tools needed to be in control on their cruise. So, if you're a senior with accessibility needs or travel with someone who is, then you'll want to stay tuned for my top 10 tips for seniors who love to cruise. Are you over 55 and maybe have mobility concerns that make you nervous about taking the vacation of your dreams? Do you love to cruise but want to make sure that the ship and its itineraries will be able to meet your accessibility needs? If so, then I hope I can help. My name is Raquel Molina, and my company is Swan Travel Agency. SWAN stands for Seniors with Accessibility Needs. And my goal is to give you the information, the tips, the tricks that you will need so that you can cruise with confidence, knowing that your accessibility needs will be met. So, are you ready? Here are my top 10 tips for seniors who love to cruise. Tip number one, book an accessible room. When booking a cruise cabin, be sure to request an accessible room. These rooms are often more spacious and have widened doorways to make using wheelchairs and scooters easier to maneuver. If you don't see an accessible room advertised on the website, call customer service number for your request. Tip number two, reserve a scooter. Most cruises will allow you to reserve a scooter or wheelchair for use during your cruise. This is a great option for those who do not travel with their own scooter. The scooter will be delivered directly to your cabin, and you simply leave it there at the end of your cruise. Tip number Tip number 3, book accessible excursions. When booking excursions, be sure to pay attention to the difficulty level. Most excursions will detail the level of difficulty and whether it is wheelchair or scooter accessible or not. Also, be sure to check if the transportation to and from the excursion can accommodate your accessibility needs. My mom and I had to back out of an excursion in Bruges because even though we were told that the bus could accommodate a scooter, her scooter would not fit in the designated space. So give them the dimensions, folding capability, and any other important detail about your mobility device so that you won't run into any unfortunate surprises. Tip number 4, request assistance at the buffet. Buffets can be full service for those with mobility issues. When my mom and I first started cruising, we did not realize that the cruise staff would bring buffet items to your table if you were unable to do so. We would juggle plates, utensils, drinks until we were informed that the staff was there to help. Tip number 5, notify staff of CPAP use. If you travel with a CPAP machine, let the cruise line know ahead of time that you will need distilled water and they can provide it for you. Some cruise lines will also set your CPAP machine up for you in your cabin. Sweet dreams. Tip number 6, research destinations with accessibility in mind. My mom and I had the best time in Amsterdam, but it could have been a lot better if I would have known how treacherous the cobblestone streets would be on her wheelchair. Some places will be better suited for a scooter, while others will be easier to manage with a wheelchair. Knowing which device to use at each destination will make getting around much, much easier. Tip number 7, be flexible. When Mom and I had to forego the Bruges tour, we were disappointed, but didn't let that stop us from having a nice time. We explored the area in Zeebrugge and had a lovely time shopping and walking along the pier. It's a good idea to have a backup plan for when life throws a little kink your way. Tip number 8, Purchase travel insurance. Travel insurance is usually a good idea for anyone's vacation plan, but especially so for seniors and or travelers with health concerns. Most cruise lines offer some sort of vacation protection plan, but you are not limited to using their plan. Feel free to research the best coverage for your specific vacation and rest easier knowing that your trip is protected. Tip number 9, talk to your doctor. I always make sure that my mom visits her doctor before we embark on any cruise, and actually, I do so for myself as well, to make sure that we're both healthy enough to travel. We also check to make sure that we have enough medication to last well beyond the trip. It is a good idea to pack a little first aid kit with the emergency supplies of your choice. I also pack cold medicine, Neosporin, and Benadryl. A lot of times you can find these items on board your ship, but usually at a much, much higher cost, and they may not have it in stock when you need it. Best to be prepared. Tip number 10, book early. Accessible staterooms and excursions are highly desirable and likely to sell out. To be sure you get the room and excursions of your choice, make your reservations as far ahead as you can. I hope these tips are helpful, and be sure to check back soon for more info on how you can be in control on your next cruise. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.